Welcome back, I'm the Watch Nerd. On this video, you're going to see the title as Tiffany and Co. Mavado collaboration, because this is such an interesting, I guess you could say almost a cigarette lighter. That's kind of what it looks like. Slightly different though, but pretty much it could be. And before all the gadgets of nowadays, we have smartphones and everything. This was a pretty revolutionary item. And I do Rolex a lot of the time, as you see, but I definitely think that there should be more time put on vintage stuff, because this is such a cool item, and I will showcase it. It's not a normal review though, and you'll see when I flip you into it. Before I do so though, I want to keep announcing my Chanel chain giveaway. I'm going to be giving out this chain as soon as we hit 1,000 subscribers. So if you want to be entered, there is the 4 steps in the description below.
So jumping right into it, picking this watch up, it's solid sterling silver. Let's talk about it slightly. And there's really no way to tell on the outside which way's up, down, right, uh, or anything with this piece. And it doesn't even look like a watch. So we're going to go through all the gadgets here. On opening it here, I will show you off something while opening it later. But as you can see, this is a Tiffany and Co. Desk clock. That's what you call it. And you can use it for other things. I mean, you can use it just as a pocket kind of watch. I think that would be cool. As you can see, there is patina on the dial. As far as I know, the movement wasn't touched, but I did not want to open it up because we will find out how old this particular piece is. It is engraved by they gave it to a guy named Dick, so it's to Dick, 1919 to 1944. And then down there's a few numbers. I will pop in some macro under a loop here, and we're going to get closer to this dial right about now. So here it is. This is under a loop. As you can see, the lighting is not the best. I tried here, but it says Switzerland on the bottom, so it is a Swiss-made piece. Of course, now Tiffany and Co. is famous for their jewelry, more affordable options in silver. This is silver, and these are as well, they're factory the way it is, and you don't see many of them the exact. So 1919, 1944. As here's some numbers down here, 1240, and then 236M. I don't know what that means. You will notice though where the Mavado is. There's a Mavado stamp I will show off to you, but look at this. So let's look at the dials very quickly. It's three-hand movement. Nothing crazy. I don't know if that is a factory crown. I will get into that, but I'm not 100% sure on that. And as you can see, look how corroded the back is here. Very, very corroded piece, because you have to realize it is very, very old. There it's the Mavado stamp, Mavado Factory, Switzerland. So it is stamped on the back. Mavado, and such an interesting piece, honestly. So I call this a double stamp. Well, it's not actually a double stamp would be on the dial. But yeah, taking off the loop here, I just think it's just so interesting, especially being made by Mavado. The class and prestige that Mavado used to have. And that at one time Tiffany and Company and Mavado worked together is just pretty cool. They were other watches, I think Cartier, I do not pronounce that correctly, but they actually made some movements with Mavado. I'm pretty sure like other big hitters did too, but it's still pretty amazing. As you can see, I'm moving the hands here. Very good. It's not incredibly hard to set the time. I will notice and let you in on something. I'm not sure about the power reserve. I will be honest. But look at that, right? How many watches can you do that with? There are a few out there. It's just that's extremely cool, in my opinion. And I like this. I would rather have this type of watch than a pocket watch. I'll just be honest. It's my particular taste. and I think it's very cool, very vintage, and just is pretty amazing. I think it was made in 44. I'm not sure. If you know anything about the cereals I showed off, I would love to hear. If you know about this watch or have one very similar, I'd love to hear. And one thing to notice about this particular one, it winds. Look at the crown, it's moving. So when you open and close the case, it actually winds. It's really amazing. That I think is just fantastic design. Especially you have to realize this is at minimum it's made in 1944 because that's when it's engraved. They wouldn't, oh, I mean, I guess they could engrave something theoretically later on, but I just don't think it is. I think it's in between 1919 or 44, but I think it was produced in 44 and somebody bought it or in that era. I think it's in the early 40s. I would love to know all your opinions on this watch. A quick video. I really do like it though, and I would love to hear it all down in the comments below. I want to thank you, and I will definitely catch you in the next one. Have a fantastic day. And if you do want the Chanel chain giveaway, there is the 4 steps in the description below.